American Studies supporters may have lost the battle, but they are pledging to continue the fight. They now have their sights set on ousting TUSD board member Michael Hicks. They plan to use a recall to do that. Worked against Russell Pearce, but can it work in southern Arizona? Marcelino Benito takes on that question in tonight's Not on Your Side Education Watch.
He's the man behind the recall of State Senator Russell Pearce. Now, ethnic studies supporters want Randy Parraz to help do the same thing in TUSD.
People don't wake up in their city or their town wanting to recall anybody. You really have to do some serious damage. You really have to be pretty extreme to have citizens on their own volition start to think about doing a recall.
Anger has been building against Michael Hicks. His vote to axe Mexican-American studies didn't help.
What do we do? Fight back!
Neither did the way he described the student takeover of a TUSD board meeting.
I did not feel safe, and I find it funny that others know how I feel.
But it's this audio clip about a teach-in at the U of A that's really fueled the fire against him.
Then no one else is allowed into the classrooms. For me, I'm like, you know what? Penn State, what's going on behind these closed doors with our children.
Do you regret the Penn State reference at all?
Sure. In hindsight, I do regret saying that, but it was what I was trying to get at again was the fact that, closing your eyes to something that is wrong is not right.
It may be too late for explanations. Parraz will be in Tucson Sunday to see if there's enough support to see a recall through. Is a recall effort like that realistic?
It's not something you do lightly. It's not something you do easily. It's very difficult to do a recall. And so the extent to which there'll be success in this recall, the extent to which people who live there, who feel the consequences of the particular officials they're up against, can make a difference.
So we wanted to know how many signatures this will actually take. So we went ahead and did the math. State law says you need about 25% of all the ballots cast in the last school board election. That leaves you at about 47,000 signatures, but you're not there yet. You then divide that by 2, the number of officers elected in that cycle, and you end up with about 24,000 votes. That right there is the number of signatures they'll need to get Hicks out. Hicks isn't backing down. He says he's committed to the district and the work he's done on the board.
This position is not a paid position. I am this committed to making TUSD a vibrant school district in this community. And I'm not going to have a few individuals bully me out of it.
Now, that controversial quote was from his interview on Garrett Lewis's 97.1 show. Hicks's term expires December 31st of 2014, and it's hard to gauge how much public support exists for this recall. But prominent groups like Save Ethnic Studies tell Not on Your Side they are staying out of the politics of all of this.
That's interesting. Marcelino, any other board members facing a potential recall effort?
Not that we've heard of. The other board members who voted to axe ethnic studies are already up for re-election this year, so a recall would not be as effective.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one that voted against it. All right, Marcelino, thank you.